right, students, we have finally made it to some division word problems, and I'm so excited because, as I told you, these are some of my favorite to reason through and think about. So let's jump right in. We're going to be using, as always, our RDW strategy. We're going to read the problem, we're going to draw a picture to help us understand it, and then we're going to write our answer with a sentence. So Caleb has 76 apples. Okay. He wants to bake as many pies as he can. If it takes 8 apples to make each pie, how many apples will he use? How many apples will not be used? Okay, so will not be used is making me think remainder, right? How many apples are going to be left over to do something else with? I underlined this word each here, and I'm actually going to box it in because this makes me think equal groups, right? We've used this word before for word problems, each, but instead of knowing how much is in each group, it's actually asking us to take the number 76 and figure out, divide it up among as many pies as we possibly can. This is an interesting way to split up equal groups, one we've not really thought about before in an episode of Math Wizard. So let's get started here. This is kind of neat. It's kind of like a multiples list in equal groups. So we have 76 apples, and we can make one pie, right? Can we make a second pie? Yeah. 8, 16, 24, right? I can even write my multiples list over here to help me with this. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and 80. Whoops. All right, so that's too far. I can't do that. But I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, all with 8 in them. Okay, so I've kind of answered the beginning part of this problem. It says there's 2 questions here. How many apples will he use? Right? How many apples will he use? It does not ask me how many pies he can make. It asks me how many apples he's going to use, because he's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's made 9 pies. But how many apples did he use to make those pies? Because it wasn't 76. I should have underlined these questions before, because I almost wrote the answer 9 pies and said, finished. That's the importance of that read step. Really make sure that you know what you're looking for there. So I'm not looking for 9 pies here. I'm looking for how many apples did he use to make his 9 pies? Well, he used 72 apples. Okay, so let's go ahead and type that out. I'll pull up my text box here, and I'll say he used, let's spell it right, he used 72 apples. And you know what? I'm going to kind of show that I worked through this and I know a little bit. He used 72 apples to make 9 pies. Now, how do I figure out the answer to this second question? How many apples will not be used? How many are left over? Well, that's a simple subtraction problem, right? I had 76 apples. I used 72. 6 minus 2 is 4. 7 minus 7 is 0. So my answer for that second part is he has 4 apples left over. All right. I feel pretty good about this one. There's definitely other strategies that you could have used here. to figure this out. You could have reworked your equal groups and said 76 and then done the 8 apples, and you could have gotten the same answer, but it just didn't fit the same way in my head as saying, all right, I'm making 1 pie here, 2 pies, 3 pies, and then making my multiple list to go along with it. You might kind of pull bits and pieces from each of the strategies that we're working with here, maybe even our place value chart, as you think about, what is this problem asking me, and how can I best show a picture of it to make sure that I understand and that I show that I understand? And then how do I make sure I answer the questions that it's asked, right? Because it didn't really ask about these 9 pies. I included it to make myself feel smart. It asked for 72 apples and 4 apples left over. Try a few of these on your own. You go pay this ticket. I filled in the hole a bit too aggressively, and now there's a large pile of rocks in front of my house, and so I have to pay for causing some minor traffic accidents. Not really a big deal. Not sure if I have a spell in here for creating money, but that would be nice. I'll check. You go get to work.